Hello sweet reader friends, today is going to be a very fun video because I am refreshing my TBR cart, book cart? I don't really know what to call it anymore. Because this is technically like a priority TBR cart, but it's also like a seasonal bookish cart, and it's just like my bookish cart in general. I really want to get my summer TBR put together and put on this shelf or cart. And I also really want to just kind of like revamp and reorganize the whole thing. And I just really want this to be like my bookish station because right now I kind of have bookish things everywhere in my room. And as much as I love that, I definitely would like to have a designated spot just for all of my little like accessories and like my book sleeves and priority seasonal TBR, my TBR little bin up here. I'm going to be following roughly the same layout and idea, but I'm just going to be adding like little things here and there and, like I said, reorganizing. But before we do any of that, I actually need to go to the library, to take some books back, but also to get some of the books that are going to be on my summer TBR. And then I also need to go to a bookstore really quick because I need to pick up the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy because I got the first one at my library sale. I have to see so bad. Oh, my allergies are so bad. Anyway, but I got the first book at my library sale and I really liked it. So I wanted to get the rest of the series and I found the third book at Half Price Books. So I just needed to get the second book. But also I forgot that they had different covers. So I found the old cover, which this was a steal now that I think about it because I found this edition at my library sale and I literally got it for $1. And these are the new covers and I'm actually really upset about them because they all have this little like Netflix sticker on it that does not come off. That is like one of my biggest bookish pet peeves. But anyway, yeah, so I need to get the second book in this series so that I have the completed series. Eventually, I'll probably get the first book in this cover, but since I've just already read it, I'm not in a rush to do that. And it doesn't look like terrible with them. I mean, they are obviously very different covers, but stacked in a row, I feel like it won't bother me too much, but I don't know, it might. So with that said, let's head to the library and then the bookstore. Oh my goodness. Oh, okie dokie. I am back now from my little library and bookstore and Trader Joe's excursion, and I got more than I thought I was going to. I actually only had one book on hold, and then I had one book in mind that I wanted to get at the library, and then I found two other ones that I also wanted to get that I don't know, these wouldn't be considered like part of my summer TBR, but they are just like ones that I've been wanting to read lately. So starting with what I got at the library, I got Every Time I Go on Vacation Someone Dies. This is a new release and it's about, I'm pretty sure this girl, she's an author and she's trying to figure out how to kill off one of the characters in her book that she's writing. But that character is based off someone in her life, in real life. And so she's trying to kill off that character, but someone also has a hit on the real person. So it's just like a mystery. I don't know. We're trying to figure out like why someone's trying to kill him. And I like, that's all I really know about it. And it just sounds really fun and really funny. And my friend Ashlyn actually started reading this and she said it was really funny. I don't know if she finished it yet, but I was just in the mood for something that was summery and funny, and that is kind of pretty much what this is. And then the other one that I wanted to get is Iona Iverson's Rules for Commuting, and this is by Claire Pooley. This is by the author of The Authenticity Project. This one is about our main character, Iona Iverson. She's a magazine advice columnist, and she rides the train to work with her dog, Lulu. Every day she sees the same people whom she knows only by nickname. Then one morning, the man she calls smart but sexiest man spreader chokes on a grape right in front of her. He'd have died were it not for the timely intervention of Sanjay, a nurse who gives him the Heimlich maneuver. That single event starts a chain reaction, and an eclectic group of people discovers that talking to strangers can teach you quite a bit about the world around you and even more about yourself. So I don't know, this just sounds like such a cute and wholesome read. And I feel like in the summer, like spring and summer, that's when I really crave like those cutesy, fluffy, wholesome reads. And also that ones that are like humorous. So that just sounds like a good time. The next two are, I think, both technically fantasies. This one is a new release. It's called Five Broken Blades. I've been hearing and seeing and feeling the comparison between this book and kind of Six of Crows. So the 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective, to kill the god king June. And then it also says, but for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. So pretty much it's about these 5 people who are technically on a quest, I guess, to murder the king and take the crown. Kind of, I think. I don't really know, but it sounds interesting. The next one is How to Become the Dark Lord. This one is like a funny fantasy. The synopsis on the back is pretty short, and that says, Davy has done this all before. She's tried to be the hero and take down the all-powerful Dark Lord. 100 times she's rallied humanity and made the final charge, but the time loop always gets her in the end. Sometimes she's killed quickly, sometimes it takes a while, but she's been defeated every time. This time, she's done being the hero and done being stuck in this endless time loop. If the Dark Lord always wins, then maybe that's who she needs to be. It's Davy's turn to play on the winning side. So I think this might be like sci-fi and fantasy, kind of, because it seems like it has a time loop trope, I guess I would say, because she's stuck in this time loop where I think she has to like either save humanity or just like, so she's got something that she's got to do. But the Dark Lord obviously wins and defeats her every single time, so now she just has to become the Dark Lord to like win this type time loop and get out of the time loop, I guess. I don't know, but it sounds fun, sounds funny. I'm here for a good time. And then over at my little like indie bookstore, I got Siege and Storm. This drives me nuts. Oh my gosh, I really wish it would come off. So those are the books that I just got, yeah, on my little excursion. But now it's time to refresh this. So what I'm gonna do first is just clear it off completely. And then I'm going to rework it from probably top to bottom, or maybe I'll do my summer TBR first. Where's my phone? Okay, so now we're going to get into my summer TBR, which I haven't even completely decided what's on that yet. I have like an idea. I just don't know how like big to make it, you know? Because I usually pick about 6 to 8 books for like my normal monthly TBR. So considering summer is only about, I don't know, roughly 3 months, maybe I'll pick 15 roughly. I don't know. I'm just gonna start and see where we end up. I'm gonna just like go to my shelf and like pick it from here, because I can't in my brain. I have to be like looking at my books to see like which ones give summery vibes. The first ones I know for sure that I'm going to add are Emily Henry's books. So People We Meet on Vacation, Beach Read, and Book Lovers. And then also looking at this, I'm gonna add Better Than the Movies and The Unhoneymooners. That's like so much of my top shelf. I feel like my summer TBR is literally just gonna be a bunch of rom-coms. I also want to add The Bodyguard by Catherine Senner, and probably Practice Makes Perfect, because I really want to get to this as soon as possible. Okay, next I definitely want to do all of my at sea, piratey, you know, like all like those kinds of vibes. So I'm definitely gonna do To Kill a Kingdom. And then probably second star to the left. This one is, I think, like a fantasy romance, but it's like a Peter Pan Tinkerbell retelling, and I've been wanting to get to this for a while, and I just haven't. and I'm kind of in the mood for a retelling. I haven't read very many of those and I really want to. I'm definitely gonna add Siege and Storm because I'm probably going to read this month. I need more sci-fi books. Oh, well, I guess I forgot to add these two, the ones I literally just talked about. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're at 12 already, but we have so many rom-coms that I need a little bit more diversity. Oh, so there are also some new releases that I just don't have yet. So one of those is going to be Such Charming Liars by Karen McManus. She wrote the One of Us is Lying series, and Such Charming Liars is about our main character Jamie, and she's a jewelry thief trying to go straight, but she has one last job at billionaire Ross Sutherland's birthday party. I love a good heisty book, so I think that this one's going to be a good time. I'm a little bit nervous though because besides the One of Us is Lying series, I haven't really loved Karen McManus's books. I mean, they've been fine. They've just all been like 3.5 star reads, like ones that are just kind of fun while you're in them, but there's nothing like significant about them. So I'm not like super anticipating this book, but I definitely think it'll be a fun little summer YA mystery. So that one's on there. The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is her new series, and it follows the same character, well, not all the same characters, but like all the characters from the Inheritance Game series are going to be in this new series. But this is supposed to be timeline-wise after the Inheritance Games because it's the start of the game that Avery created. And you probably don't know what I'm talking about if you haven't read the Inheritance Games, but if you have, then you know what I'm talking about. And then I also have Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. This is his newest release. I believe it comes out June 18th is when it comes out. And this one is about our main character, Ethan. And when he and his best friend are younger, his best friend goes missing in the middle of the night and nobody knows what happened to him. Someone seems to be roaming the cul-de-sac at odd hours, and signs of Billy's presence keep appearing in Ethan's backyard. Is someone playing a cruel prank, or has Billy, long thought to be dead, somehow returned to Hemlock Circle? Mysterious occurrences prompt Ethan to investigate what really happened that night, a quest that reunites him with former friends and neighbors and leads him into the woods that surround Hemlock Circle. Woods where Billy claimed monsters roamed and where a mysterious institute does clandestine research on a crumbling estate. I don't know. So it's just like creepy and eerie in Riley Sager fashion. I am a little bit nervous to go into this book because with it saying that there's like mysterious signs of like Billy coming back, and it reminds me a little bit of House Across the Lake, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's like a trope in there that I really didn't like, and I don't know. I don't like when things get like kind of weird like that, so I'm nervous for that because it also said something about the like institute and them doing like weird experiments and stuff. So I don't know. I just feel like that's gonna be really icky. And I'm scared, but I'm also intrigued because, like I was saying, Riley Sager is a very hit or miss author for me. I really liked like 2 of his books, and I really not liked 2 of his books. So I'm like literally in between liking him and not liking him as an author. So the only one left was one of my favorite books from, I think, last year. So ever since then, I've just been intrigued by him, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and then also on my summer TBR is Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. This is the 3rd book in the, I don't even know what the series is called, Daughter of the Pirate King series, but it's Daughter of the Pirate King, Daughter of the Siren Queen, and then Vengeance of the Pirate Queen, and that one, the newest one, follows our main character in this book. It's her first hand. I can't remember what they call it on the pirate ship, but it's like her right hand girl, pretty much. So I'm excited for that because I didn't like completely love that series, but I did really enjoy it, especially for the summertime. Also on my summer TBR, but it's also on my June TBR, is Fable. This is just another like YA piratey type of book that I think is going to be super fun. And then I also, okay, 2 more. So this is a very, very ambitious summer TBR, but I wanted to give myself a lot of options. My next one is I Hope This Finds You Well, and this is a new release. This one just looks like a very cute, wholesome, it's another one of those like fluffy, cute, wholesome summer reads that are just gonna be like a good time. Then I also have Love and Gelato. This one I believe is about our main character who, I think either her mother dies or like something happens and she has to go to Italy, I believe, where her father lives, and her father like aren't very close. So she ends up kind of like like trying to rekindle that relationship while being in Italy. And I just think that the whole being in Italy part is going to be very fun because I really want to travel this summer, but I don't have the money for it. But I've always wanted to go to Italy. I've loved the culture of Italy, everything about Italy, and that's like where me and Danny really, really want to go at some point together. So that's gonna be fun. I thought that'd be a cute little fun read. I think it's kind of a little bit of a romance too. It's YA, so I don't know. I know I'm not being super thorough about what these books are about, but to be honest, I don't even really know myself, but they just all look fun and summery, so I'm adding them to my TBR. But now going back to my TBR cart, or my bookish cart, I don't even know what to call it. I'm going to start adding all of the books that I do physically have, but starting with the first shelf here, I wanted to make this kind of like the display shelf. So I'm gonna have my current TBR little bucket right here, which it was already right here before, and I just liked it up there, so I'm gonna keep it up here. But I'm also gonna add some new things. I just got these really pretty flowers from Trader Joe's, so I wanted to add them to my little cart to make it all cute. And then I also have this little, I don't know, vase cup thing that I wanted to put all my bookmarks in, because right now I have this cup on my desk that just has so much crap in it. It has all my pens, some craft supplies, some crochet needles, like it has so many things in it, and I just want to separate it to where everything on here is just bookish stuff and everything over there is not. So I'm going to grab all of my bookmarks out, and I'm going to grab my annotation stuff. I don't annotate my books. The only books I really annotate are nonfiction, or I don't know, if I'm just like going through a book that has a lot of really good quotes and sayings and things, and maybe I'll pick up my annotation stuff to you know, do it with. But for the most part, I leave my pages unmarked. Honestly, I didn't even realize that I had this many bookmarks because they're all kind of like hiding together. So I have all these little fun tabs, except for they keep coming off. I have these little fun tabs. I don't use these super often, but if I do ever annotate stuff, that's what I use. So I'm adding those to my little cup. And then I also have all of my little bookmarks. These two bookmarks are from my friend Madison's little online bookish shop. If you want cutie little bookmarks, then you should definitely check her stuff out. She's the sweetest human. I have one that says Slow Living Girl Club and one that says Chronic Illness Warrior. I also have the matching tote bag to that, so I think that this is just adorable. And I think it's really cute and fun that she makes things like this. So those are getting added to my little cup. And then these ones I got from Gloria with Needle and Stitch Co., which we will get into her a little bit more later because I have a crap ton of her book sleeves. This one's gonna be a fun little cute summer bookmark. And then a lot of my other ones I got from Half Price Books. I really like the ones that they have there. And I know I have more, but I can't find them at the moment. I think they're in books that I am kind of still in the middle of that are just back on my shelf. But these are the few of the ones that I have from Half Price Books. These two are my personal favorite. I just love a good patchwork moment. And then this one is Alice in Wonderland. So, I mean, Alice in Wonderland is like my favorite vibe thing of all time. And these ones I would say are the ones that I use most often. And then I also have these fun little guys. I genuinely cannot remember where who sent these to me and like what company I got them from. So if I do find that out, I will link it below, but I literally just cannot remember. But these are really fun, especially in the holiday season. This one's really fun. And then when I was reading Harry Potter, I used this guy and that was really fun. And every time that I'm reading like a fantasy of some sort that like has this kind of vibe, I enjoy this one. And then this one I think is just so fun because who doesn't want a little Shakespeare sticking out of their book? Like, just look at him. It's so cute. And then lastly, I just have these two bookmarks. I also can't remember where I got this one, but this one was from Pear Eyewear actually, because I did a little collaboration with them earlier this year with because they had a bookish frame thing that they were releasing, and so they sent me a bookmark with it, and I just think this is such a cute little bookmark. And then this one, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that's just a no-brainer. So this little guy is going to be added up here. I've literally done like close to nothing, but it's already so much cuter. Okay, now it's time to actually add my TBR. I normally do it by color because that is just what makes the most sense in my brain and looks the best on my eyeballs. So we are going to start with blue because that is what I have the most of. It's also kind of one of the suckier things about having a book cart is that like hardbacks don't really fit very well in them, so you have to kind of like maneuver them in. But here is my summer TBR. Well, some of it. I still have to get a few books and new releases and things. And some I also have like on my Kindle, so this is just like physically what I have. Oh, and I also have this little guy that Gloria sent me with one of my packages. And it's adorable. So I'm going to just set that in with my other bookmarks. But now going into the bottom shelf, this is where all of my book sleeves are going to be going. I currently have a few of them in use, but I have talked about her bookish shop, Needle and Stitch Co. quite a few times on my channel, but I love her so much. I love her book sleeves so much. She truly does an impeccable and amazing job at what she does. So these are ones that I am currently using. I have this fun little green gingham print that I have my Kindle in right now. And then I have this cute little, I don't know if those are, daisies? I don't know, but they're cute little flowers and that's really fun for summer. And then this is one of my favorite ones. This is my Tea and Books book sleeve. And if you didn't notice, they all come in different sizes. So you can either get a mini, a midi, or a biggie. And the mini holds a little Kindle. I don't know what sizes of Kindle, but I have a 10th generation Kindle. And so it fits that. And then the mini fits a normal paperback and then also has a front pocket. And then the biggie fits your hardcovers and it also has a pocket in the front. Oh, and I have a little bookmark. I usually keep bookmarks and highlighters, pencils, whatever in the front, or sometimes I'll have a hardback in here and then I'll put my Kindle in that front pouch. But then going into the other book sleeves that I have, this one is one of my favorites along the other ones I just showed you to use for summer. But it's just this sagey green stripey one. This one I think I've had the longest. And then I also have a couple bookish ones. So both of these are just either classics or just really well-loved books, but that is these two. And then I have a fun little boho print, orangey moons and leaves and leaves. This one's also really fun for summer because it's just bright and colorful. And then this one is also one of my favorites because it is plants and cats, which I adore both of those things. And this is also another favorite for summer. And then going to my mini pouches, I have this one that is fun for Christmas time. It is pretty much, I think it's Letters to Santa is technically what it's called, but just a cute little Christmassy one. And then another tea one. This one is probably my favorite print out of all of them. Maybe, I don't know. I drink so much tea and I just love this print so much because the birds, the flowers, the colors, it's so perfect. I also don't know if she still has all of these prints available, but I know she has a lot of them still available. Then I also have a little boho mauve. Is that what this color is? But it's just got like little flower patterns and stuff. And then I've got this cutie one for summer. This is a light blue with daisies again. This one's really fun for summer because it's so bright and colorful and flowery and I just love it. And then we have this one, very cottagecore. Colors are really pretty. I love the flowers, the actual cottage itself. Very fun. And then she also just started making like zipper pouches. So I have two of these. This one is I just, again, love a good patchwork moment, and this one is just so beautiful. And then I also have this cute little boho, more minimal style one. But these ones fit, I believe, just Kindles. Yeah, it fits just Kindles. But I also like it because you could really use this for whatever. It's a zipper pouch, so if you want to put your Kindle in it, or if you want to put your bookish accessories in, put all your bookmarks, your highlighters, you know, whatever, you can put that in there. So those are all my Needle and Stitch sleeves. And I also have a discount code. It's Faith's Reading Things 20. I always have it linked in my description of every video if you want to check her website out. And then I also just have this little guy in this is not Needle and Stitch Co. One of my friends actually got this for me for either Christmas or, yeah, I think it was for Christmas. And it's just a cute little daisy again, but in olive. So this is what's going to be going on the bottom shelf. Oh, and then the last thing that I have is my little TBR jar. This is what I use for all of my TBR jar chooses my, monthly TBR videos. So I have all my little prompts in there, and then I think I'm also going to be adding some more prompts to it because why not? But my little jar is going to be going down here. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to add to it, but now I can't remember what that was. You know what? I'm also gonna add Ruin and Rising to this little summer TBR because that is the last book in the Shadow and Bone series, which I just know I'm going to be reading soon. So now she is complete. I think the flowers really just make the whole cart, to be honest. I love all the colors. The book sleeves look so pretty. All my little bookmarks. I wanted to add my little son to my summer TBR cart, but he won't really like sit well, so I don't think I'm going to, but I did just recently get this little son. But it's not only a cute little plushy sitting son, he's also a bag. So I take him with me everywhere now. He is pretty small, so he doesn't fit much, but my Kindle does fit in here. It just won't, I don't think it'll zip. Oh wait, what? No, it won't zip up. So he kind of fits in there, but not super well. I just thought this was the cutest thing in the entire world and I could not live without him. I really could, but this purchase was definitely 100% unnecessary. But I had a gift card from my bridal shower and I got him on sale because he was at my work and I just have a good time. But friends, this is the end of my little TBR cart / bookish cart refresh video. I hope you had fun with me because I had fun. I love reorganizing and like just refreshing things, you know? It feels so good on my soul. And now she's all ready for the summertime. And I'm ready for the summertime. And I'm ready for my hot girl reading summer. This was fun. Okay, I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!